So thank you, Selva. Over to you.
Hi. Okay, so what can iDynamics Rebates do for you, or what will it do when it's actually released as a public version? Our intention for the first release that we will release in October is to be able to cover most of the basic needs that you may need for rebates and grow from there on the following months. Now, for the first version, the first thing that we want to cover, obviously, is the option to define customer targets, tier targets, and set rebates based on them so that you can give rebates to your customers, offer rebates to your customers. We also added the option we think it's important to have the option to be able to give spiffs or benefits so that you can say, okay, in addition to money, I will offer you, I don't know, tickets to a concert, things like that, if you achieve certain purchase amounts. Obviously, you should be able to accrue the amounts. If you're going to pay rebates at the end of the year, you should be able to accrue those amounts during the year so that you are prepared to pay them when the moment arrives. We've also decided to add the option to be able to generate sales coupons. I'll talk a bit more about that later when I do the demo. And obviously, we have a few basic reports right now, and we want to add as many reports as possible to give you as much information on how rebates are going for each customer at any given point in time. Now, I'm just going to go directly to show you the app and go over the main features so that you can see how it works. Let me share my screen. Let's see if it works. Okay. So now you should be seeing Business Central. Just a gentle reminder that you can install the beta from the App Stores if you want. If you do so, the first thing that you will notice is that there's a new menu up here called Rebates and Incentives that you can use to go to the main features of the app. Now, the first thing that you probably want to do is go to periods and customer targets, because in order to define rebates, you're going to have to define periods. Here I have a couple of years. You can define periods based on years, months, quarters. That's up to you. You can overlap them if needed. The idea here is that you define a period, and then within the period, you define targets. Here I created one for chairs, another for tables. Let's go to the chairs one. And here, just like with commissions, if you have seen our app, you can set filters so that you can define for what you are defining the rebates, so that you can define a rebate for every customer, for a specific customer, for a customer group. Here, you can define a rebate for any purchase that the customer does, or just for specific items or GL accounts or resources. You can set this based on dimension filters if you need to, if you want to. And once you've defined for what you are setting the rebate and for whom, you can specify the rebate tier amounts. I mean, here, if you check what I created here, I've defined that if the customer purchases more than $10,000 of shares, they will get a 2% rebate on that. If they actually purchase more than $100,000, they will get a 4% rebate. And if they go over $150,000, they will also get a 4%. But if you check here on the right, actually there are benefits associated to the target. So in this case, the customer is going to get the same rebate amount, but on this case, they are also getting 2 tickets for an spa. It will be tickets for a concert. It will be whatever thing you want to define. And you can define things like generic things that you're going to give as a present, but you will also be able to define things like a specific discount for the whole year, and a discount code will be assigned to the customer card, or a specific price list, and this specific price list code will be assigned to the customer card, or things like that will be automated. Or even coupons, discount coupons. That's one of the reasons why we created them, so that you can give 10% discount on chairs for 3 months or things like that. Now, once you've defined a period and target, you will see here customer stats. You will see every customer that has purchased items according to these filters, and the total amount and quantity. Because I didn't mention it, but okay, obviously here I defined the target based on amounts, but you might want to define it based on quantity. And also, not just that, but here you can define how these percentages or these fixed amounts are going to work, so that you can have the highest rebate that you have defined here, or have a tiered percentage, so that from one amount to another they get a percentage, then they get another, and so on. And for the fixed rebate amount, you can set just the highest amount, so that you can say, I don't know, $500, or you could say that they are going to get, an amount per unit bought, so that if they get to this amount, they get 50 cents for each unit sold. That's up to you. The idea here is to give you as much flexibility as possible, so that you can define, you or your customer can define the rebates that they want to give to their customers. Now, when all this is done, we can accrue amounts if we want. If we want to pay at the end of the year, obviously you'll want to accrue amounts monthly or weekly. That's up to you. So you just click here, and the app is going to propose the amounts to accrue based on the expected rebates that you are going to give to your customers right now based on what they have purchased. Now, one thing here is we're looking for feedback from customers. If you've known us from the iDynamics Commission app, one of the things that we do is keep track of all of the feedback that we receive and try to improve the app constantly to try to cover everything that customers might need. I mean, sensibly, but we try to do that. And here with the accrual process, we want to hear from you. So because we know that some people might want to have an estimate on, based on the current amounts, what the customer is going to receive at the end of the year, things like that. Maybe you want to accrue an extra percentage just in case, or just a percentage below the proposed suggested amounts. So again, we're looking for feedback. Anything that you can tell us when you try the app, we'll be listening. Now, once you accrue the amounts, obviously this is going to generate accounting entries, moving the money from one account to another. And at the end of the process, when you generate rebates for the target, this amount will go to the customers. Now, you will see here that I have a milestone code because I've defined milestones for this period. That's something that you can do optionally. And if you do so, what's going to happen is that we have a report here showing all the amounts that a customer has purchased. Let's go to this one, for example, so that they can see what they can get, what they have actually achieved each month, what they have purchased and quantities, and what does it mean cumulative, and which rebate amount they are going to get. And you can run this report manually, or you can do, as in our commissions app, click on email purchase rebates by customer report. And what this is going to do is email each customer these reports so that you can give them feedback weekly, monthly, when you want to, and they can check how they are doing. Now, at the end of the period, you probably want to generate rebates, as I mentioned, and this, I already did it, it's going to generate rebate entries, which is basically a summary of everything that you have to pay or give to your customers based on the rebates and benefits that you defined before. And here you can see monetary rebates, which will be the more common ones, I guess, where you can see, okay, based on what they've purchased, they are going to get this rebate amount. You can also see the different benefits or spiffs that we actually offer them and that they have achieved, so that at some point we can settle any of them, either manually or just all of them based on dates. Now, for the ones that relate to money, there are several ways in which you are going to be able to pay them. And I'm going to go to the start screen for a moment here. Now, you can choose to pay customer rebates in three different ways: using credit memo settlements, payment through payment journal, so that you can pay by check, or using coupons, so that you can give a coupon to the customer saying, okay, you have $1,000, then you can use in a coupon, not in money, and you can use it against your purchases in the future. You can define here, you can see credit memo, you can change the default settlement method, so that will be the default, and you can change the method by customer, so that you can have a customer that gets paid by check, another that gets paid by credit memo, and another one that gets paid by coupon. That's up to you. One of the different options that you can see here. And actually, I went quite fast. This could be the main cycle, the main scenario that we try to cover as a basic feature on our app for the October release. Now, we don't stop just here. We also have, as I mentioned at the beginning, the option to define sales discount coupons that can be linked to a rebate or that you can create manually. Basically, here you create templates where you say, okay, I have this type of coupon that has this code generation so that you can generate codes so that you can print them or email them to your customers. And this coupon is going to apply to these items for this specific item or your account resources on this territory. It's going to give either a discount or a full amount, specific amount. If it's a discount, which percentage, and whether it's a coupon that can be used just once, as you can see here, single use, or just once by customer, so that you can distribute the code amongst your customer, and each one of them will be able to use it once, or it can be unlimited, so that basically they can use it while it's valid for a month, for a quarter, whatever. You can add extra conditions so that you can say, okay, this coupon can only apply if you buy more than a certain amount and in a single order. You can select whether it affects commissions or not. This is linked to the fact that we have the iDynamics commission solution. And maybe the discount that will be applied by this coupon should be deducted from the commissions for the salesperson, or maybe not, because it's not something that they have decided. And obviously, you will be able to generate them at any moment, generate coupons either from the rebate or manually from here. At the end of the day, our midterm plan is that we want to cover with commissions, which we believe is the best commission solutions in the market for Business Central, and we are quite sure about that. We want to cover with commissions and with rebates and incentives, everything that might help customers achieving a sale or improving sales, either incentivizing that their salespeople sell more or incentivizing that their customers buy more. Okay. Now, actually, that was faster than I thought. So I'm going to go back to Kate.
Hi, Salva. Thanks for that. Thank you. Okay, yeah, just to remind you all, here's where you can download the app. We really do recommend that you try it out. So it'll be in beta until end of September, beginning of October. So yeah, try it out. Does anyone have any questions? If you do, sorry, I did also just want to say, this app really just streamlines the whole process. So, you know, another reason to try it out, really. So if anybody has any questions, please just write them in the comments, just under the event in LinkedIn. Any questions? I'll give you a few seconds. We'll see if they're...
Well, you asked, one of the main reasons why we decided to release a beta of this app is that, again, if you've followed us through our commission solution, we want to release a basic feature-wise version in October with everything that is needed as a minimum, and grow from there. But because this is the first release, we want to be to get feedback from you, from partners and from customers as soon as possible, so that if there's any outstanding feature that's missing, we can add it as soon as possible, and also so that we can start planning ahead on what we are going to add to the app in the following months as we keep releasing new versions of the app. One of the options, for example, that we know that we want to add just right away as soon as we release the first version is the option to link rebates or customer targets between them, so that you can achieve a different tier of rebates based on how you did on the previous period, for example, and things like that, just to give you an idea of what we're looking for.
Also, regarding like pricing as well, we'll be offering different bundles. So, you know, it can be used in conjunction with commissions, for example. So, you know, it's a great option to cover all your, you know, commissions and rebates needs in one bundle, and for a great price as well. So yeah, no, I don't think there are any more questions there. So just to let you know, okay, if you do have any questions, you can write to us at sales@idynamics.es. Also, with any suggestions or feedback, you know, you can write to us with those as well, with those suggestions too. Also, just wanted to let you know that the webinar will be uploaded onto our YouTube channel, which is at iDynamics Business Solutions. And finally, I just wanted to thank you all for joining us today. Thank you very much. And thank you to Salva for sharing your expertise with us too.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Bye.